So now we have our basic mountain shape, and I want this to be totally solid. I could use my brush to color it in, and even if I increase my brush size, this is gonna take a while. So to fill it really quickly, I'm going to tap my active color here and pull and drag and drop it into my closed shape. And it fills it completely. This is called ColorDrop. It's also possible to do it from the color palette when you have it floating, which is really handy if you're filling with different colors than your outline. Now, there are a couple things that I want to make sure to point out with regards to ColorDrop. This very easily filled my shape completely with color because there were no gaps in the line for it to escape out of. But if I use my eraser here to draw a gap in my lines, say that I had not closed my shape completely, when I go to ColorDrop, the color escapes through that gap. So when you're trying to ColorDrop to fill a shape that is not closed, it will always fill the entire screen. So use two-finger to tap to undo that, and undo once more to remove my erased stroke. Now, say I was using a texture brush. Really quickly, I'm going to hide my working layer and add a new one to show you. So I've just grabbed the chalk brush, and I'm going to draw a loose mountain shape and connect the lines. And now, if I zoom in, you can see this brush has a lot of grain texture to it. There's some areas that are lighter, there's some gaps. Overall, it's still a closed shape, so we should be able to fill just this. When I go to fill it, there are gaps where the pigment hasn't gone all the way to the edge. If I use two fingers to tap to undo that, there are some things that you can do in this scenario to fill in more or less of the gaps. So in this case, when I go to ColorDrop to fill, rather than lifting my pencil from the screen, I'm going to keep it touched to the screen. And you can see this threshold percentage pops up along with a blue bar. I can increase the threshold, which is the amount of flooded color that goes through, by sliding my pencil to the right, and I can decrease it by sliding it to the left. Once I get it partially filled, I can move my pencil really slowly to slightly increase percentage point by percentage point until at least some of those gaps are filled. However, with a texture brush like this, when you ColorDrop to fill, there's always going to be a discrepancy between the solid fill and the textured line work, at least to some degree. All right, we're going to delete this demo layer. To delete a layer, swipe to the left on it, and then this brings up some additional options. We're going to select delete. And then if you've been following along with this textured part for practice, you can then toggle back on the visibility of the original mountain layer. If yours is still line work like mine, then ColorDrop to fill. Now we can move on to drawing our second mountain on a new layer. Tapping the plus sign to add a new layer, I'm going to make sure that I'm on my monoline brush. And for this one, I'm going to grab this slightly lighter blue. You can draw this exact same way that we drew the first one, where we wait till it snaps into a polyline and then tap edit to adjust. That is one option. But you can also, rather than making a polyline, you can just create a series of interconnected lines. And just like when we made the polyline, if you keep your pencil touching to the screen, it'll snap into a perfectly straight line. And from here, you can adjust the angle and the length of the line to put it exactly where you want. And then you don't have to tap edit each time to adjust. You can simply release and then start drawing again, holding each time to snap into a quick shape if that is the kind of look that you're also going for here. And then you can drag and drop the active color to fill this mountain as well. Now that you've learned to quickly fill shapes with ColorDrop, let's move on to learn a bit about the transform tool.